Kia team, here we are again, at it again, at it again. So, yeah, we're off and running. Yeah, I realised that, and I should probably bring this up, that I have now done 108 hours. Woo! Which, you know, is probably nothing to a lot of people who have already passed that milestone and then some. However, it's a little something to me, you know, which is cool. Yeah, 108, blimey. Who knew? Anyway, here we are, somewhere. There's a big city over there. Could be Electro, don't know. Could be Berezino. It's got a sunken ship, which I feel like I've not really seen in a long time. And anyway, there you go. So I'll carry on, and I'll bring you back when we've made some progress. Shall I? So I'll see you soon. Well, kia ora, team. And well, we're off to a good start, really. I think I am in Zelenogorsk, or Zelenogorsk is just down there. I haven't been there yet. I spawned in just outside it. I came across a saw in a shed, and then instantly ran across a rooster, which is always good. So I got started with a bone knife. I found the train cars, so I picked up a jacket, and honestly, that's really about it. So I've just come up here into the hills, and I'm gonna try and cook up some of this chicken while I can. There is some shooting, or there has been some shooting down in did I say Zelenogorsk? Electro, I meant. It's obsessed from being shot there. So down in Electro there has been some shooting. I don't know what that's about, and I'm staying out of it. So I just want to cook up this chicken, and I want to eat some, obviously, because I'm in the red. I want to cook it as quick as I can and get out of here because of the smoke and, you know, the shooting and things. I'm quite a bit of a way up the hill, and I'm a bit out of the town, and the shooting was quite a distance, but you know, you never know, and I don't have a gun, so that's that. So yeah, anyway, and then I think the answer is to push on over the hill and find a town over the hill that's got water, rather than, now that I've heard shooting down there, go down there and try and sneak my way in and get some water when it's probably safer just to head inland, because I can probably find some inland in a matter of time anyway. Just for everyone who's concerned, including the Gillman, so when when I killed the chicken and I gutted the chicken with the saw, I wasn't wearing hand wraps, but there was a water supply nearby. So after I killed and gutted the chicken, I washed my hands. I then found some rags later and made the hand wraps. So these hand wraps are perfectly clean. I have not killed or gutted anything with these hand wraps, just so we are 100% clear that I am not intending to get sick with food poisoning this time around. Okay? I'm hoping to get this done, because as you can see, bottom left hand corner, server restarts in 4 minutes. So hopefully we cook this bit of chicken, and maybe I even get a chance to eat it before I get kicked off. So I usually get kicked off somewhere after the 4-minute warning. But anyway, that's it. We're on our way, and yeah, well, I'll see you soon. Cool again. Just wanted to bring you in for this. This is Pusta. So we came over the hill from over there. So we were actually closer to Chernogorsk than Electro. You know, but my mistake. I thought we were more over that way. We were over that way. Anyway, we're still in need of a bit of water, and probably killing a chicken. But yeah, I just brought you in for that, and yeah, we'll carry on. See you soon. Cura team. We've pushed on from Pusta, which is over there, and we've passed through Mogilevka. At night. We did it at night, which is fine. We found some water supply, and we found a pot, a plastic bottle, Sporter 22, bunch of rounds, a knife. Nothing magical or tragical. There is a... You probably cannot see it, so I'll move over here. There's a church over there. In that church is a base with a metal wall. Nothing I can do about that now, but I will bear it in mind. And there's a big castle up there, which I've not been to. So we're going to say goodbye to Mogilevka, and we're going to head up to that castle via this road, I think. And yeah, we're looking good. We've picked up some odds and sods, bit of food, some chicken, some kitchen knives, steak knives. We've made some rope. We've got a bone hook, so if we need to go fishing, we run across any water, that'd be handy. Yeah, so we're looking okay. So, I mean, I suppose the loose question is, what are we doing? And the loose answer is, we are continuing to, I guess, head back to Zvir. That's where Yolanda is. And I guess on the way we are going to be passing through Zeleno again. Yippee! Because if we spawned at Cap Golova, I think, which is between Cherno and Electro, and we've pushed on to Pusta, then I think we are going to head west, and west is going to take us into Zeleno, and then from Zeleno we're going to follow the rail tracks to Zvir, and then we're going to still head to the coast and carry on with the next part of our plan. You know, which is what it is, and we'll talk about that when we get to the coast. So I think that's the plan for now. The plan for now is we're going to head up the road to this castle. We're going to check it out. We're a little bit on this sort of, or a little bit just off the Zelenogorsk corridor, which is, you know, a lot of people spawn on, around, or near Chernogorsk, and then they just follow the road up to Zelenogorsk and get kitted at Zelenogorsk, maybe move on to NWAF, and then go on to do whatever it is that they're going to go on to do. So I am conscious that it's highly trafficked, and I am conscious that it is dangerous, and that is life. We are certainly getting better at this, that's probably fair to say. So look, we're just going to keep at it. It's risky, but we need to go there. We need to pick up some gear, and we'll just try and be cautious. But, you know, at the end of the day, if you don't know that there's someone camping in a building in the dark or in a darkened area, and you're trying to negotiate infected at a military base and someone shoots you from behind, what are you going to do about it other than die, really? So, you know, c'est la vie, I guess. So yeah, we will we'll I think head up this way. Oh look, a convenient trail map. So let's have a look at the trail map. The trail map says, yes indeed, we are here on this red dot, and there is Vybor, there is Zvir over there in the corner, there is Zelenogorsk. So we've got to go exactly west, in fact. So we're going to go straight across the west, straight into Zelenogorsk, straight into Zvir. Aren't we lucky? Marvelous. Oh, that was Mogilevka that we just left. We'll go through Pulkova and Zelenogorsk Pass, and then into Zelenogorsk. Ooh, hooey. No goodies out here? Sometimes there's goodies around here. No. Oh well. What's this gun cleaning kit? Ooh, nice. I mean, I have this BK-43 shotgun, which we may as well put in better. I don't actually have any slugs for it yet, but you know, may as well have it, right? In a pinch. Might be better for shooting hunting things than this 22. Although, you know, you never know. Anyway, there you go. There you have it. It is what it is. And yeah, we're gonna follow the trail up to the castle. And I'll probably call you when we've got up there and found something exciting. Ta-ta for now. So here we are, top of this castle. Yeah, well, there you go. We came from down there, I think. Maybe came from down there. I'm not sure. Maybe not. And that's east. Yeah, and we're going west, which is out that way. Out that way. Nothing. What is that? Radio tower? Good job we got plenty of food and water. Maybe we came from that way. There? That place down there, maybe? Yeah, the place we came from was bigger than that. Maybe we pay a little visit down there. And we'll be sorted. Which would be jolly good fun. And hey, I want to let you in on something which is, frankly, from my perspective, a little bit weird. So we have this cooking pot. This is something has gone amiss. Oh, because I picked up a hunting knife.
A few moments later,
so much stuff. Is this? This is my cooking pot. I have filled this cooking pot with water. See where it says drink and empty. And I have had some, so it's not full. However, it seems to also have a pistol in it. Which I picked up. And it put it in the cooking pot, full of water. Doesn't say it's damp. So, I don't know. Is that a glitch? Is that a bug? Could be. Anyway, yeah, I thought I'd bring you in to show you the castle, and talk to you about that strange little thing. I think my water tastes a bit metallic, but who knows? Cure team. I called you in because I'm on a deer hunt, but aside from a deer hunt, there's been an awful lot of shots from over there. And I'm on a deer hunt with a 22. Oh, you can hear them. Can't imagine what they're shooting at. Spending a lot of ammunition. Being very loud. Oh, here we are. Can you shoot a deer with the 22? We're certainly going to try, right? Sitting down. Nice. Definitely hit it. definitely hit it. There they go. Over the horizon. Ooh, they can run. If it's injured, and it is, it should hopefully slow up. And then I can take another shot at it. Unless that's them disappearing over the hill. Oh my gosh. Wow. Nah. Mate. I'm not following them. Blimey. I'm heading over there. Oh well. I don't know what's kicking off down there. I'm heading over that way. I thought I'd bring you in. Yeah, obviously 22. It's probably not quite enough to bring down a deer, huh? Still, I wonder what's happening down there. I'd like to stay away from that. Sounds slightly larger caliber than a 22, if you don't mind me saying so. So you know, let's stay away from that. Sure, team. I wanted to bring you in because this is something that I hadn't thought about, and I should. There's actually lots of fruit trees around, and this particular time, fruit trees have been very good to me. I'm not an expert on all fruit trees, don't get me wrong, but this is a pear tree, and this is a pear. Right, and it's in good condition. Believe it or not, there you go, good condition. So, you know, one of the things that I've perhaps overlooked in talking to you guys is that I'm going to eat this. Is that there's literally food lying around everywhere. You kind of have to look for it. There's the pear tree. You're probably familiar with the apple tree that you see all the time. There's also a plum tree, and the plum trees that I've had, or that I have run across, have is this another pear tree? Yeah, look at that. They're just lying around on the ground. The plum trees, they tend to have two plums. One is rotten and one is quote unquote dried. Which you can eat anyway, and I've been eating so far, touch wood, to no detriment. So just keep an eye out for these trees, right? They look a little bit different. They tend to be a little bit smaller. Maybe, yeah, maybe something like this. What is this? Is this a? No, nothing here. You know, so when you're running around and you know you're just wandering through areas, check out the trees. Especially sort of like unusual looking trees, because you may find there's some fruit, which, you know, this one's not in great condition. I wouldn't eat the rotten fruit, you should get food poisoning. But, you know, you never know. You could find something useful. A little top trick. Kia ora, team. Yes, we're looking at a door. We're in Zeleno. We'll talk about that in a minute. What we have managed to pick up along the way, we're slightly more kitted-ish. We picked up an SK. Pardon me. Yeah, we got a few rounds in that. An almost full mag, I think. It was a whole 10. We got 9 in it, I think. We have also picked up this SG5K. Submachine gun, which has 4 rounds in it, which is less super. We've picked up a field vest, a field jacket, which, as I've said before, is a really good jacket. This appears to be a tan variant. I didn't realize there was a tan variant, but there is one. Picked up a holster. Picked up some pants, some combat pants. Still got our hat and our things and our gloves, and we picked up some hunting boots, which are pretty good. That's it, really. We haven't picked up anything magical or tragical. It seemed like I'd have to say when I arrived in Zelenogorsk at night, I picked up some multivitamins. So if you wondered what the medicated thing is, I've just popped a couple of multivits. We arrived in Zelenogorsk at night. We did the medical center at night. It had infected inside it. I don't know if someone had locked infected inside it or what the story was, but anyway, there was infected inside it, so I had to deal with them. And I picked up some multivits. That was essentially it. We went to the fire station. I was hoping for a fire axe, didn't find one, but that took a bit of effort. There was a couple of infected inside, and I had to kind of deal with those. And we went to the train station and checked out all the carriages and things. That's where I got the SK. The SK. Not a lot of things, but some clothing and things that I picked up. And we were trying to sort out the military base when that happened. Really. So we're waiting. I might find another place to wait. I might just wait up here under cover of trees or something. Yeah, which was a darned nuisance, right? I mean, literally just trying to get things sorted, and there's not really enough cover out here. It's quite annoying. I was better in my hut. Yeah, very, very annoying. I'm gonna lie down. If anybody comes running around the road, they'll probably see me, but maybe they won't see me from afar. I spotted it this time, which is really good. The red flare. So everything suddenly went slightly more red than it should have been, round about dawn. And I was like, oh, I know what this is. So I legged it, and I'd just gotten to that little hut when the aerial strike happened, and I watched it explode, and I watched all that happen. Now then, there's pluses and minuses to this. If there are other players around, like myself, watching this, they will be waiting for this cloud to go away so they can go in. Now, when I was in there, all of the military base buildings had been opened. So I'm not super fabulously hopeful that there's an awful lot of good things in there. Really, the only thing I'm looking for is ammunition, which is 9mm for the submachine gun and 7.62 for the SK, and a better bag at this stage. I don't really want anything else. Maybe a canteen, just because they're nice and handy to have. But I mean, I've got a clean pot full of water, so it probably doesn't make a whole lot of difference. So yeah, so that's the situation. If and when this cloud goes away, there may be 3 or 4 players stationed, just around, who are waiting to rush in. The rushing in thing with gas clouds. So the idea is with the gas cloud is obviously it kills everything, right? So nothing's left alive in the area. Now, in my experience, that is true after a fashion. If you run in immediately after the gas cloud clears, you have maybe a minute before infected suddenly start just spawning in. So it's not like you have a huge amount of time. Usually just enough to get yourself stuck. Because if you're not 100% sure about spawning mechanics, and I've been watching and paying attention to some spawning mechanics for a while, there are obviously spawn zones, and when you get close enough to a spawn zone, you trigger that spawn zone, and you will get, like, depending on where you are, 3, 4, 5, 6 all appearing in close proximity to each other. They then randomly meander about and gradually spread out through the area the longer you're there. So what I think I've noticed with Zelenogorsk is the spawn zone is centered right in the middle of the barracks. So what happens is as soon as you get there, or if you're inside, whenever you log in, you spawn a whole bunch of them right in the middle. Now the problem is trying to get out past them becomes a significant pain in the backside. So it is a bit of a worry, and it is a bit of something to keep an eye on. It's a bit of a jog from where we are to the barracks, over open country. Yeah, I don't know. It's bound to be fun, right? I mean, okay, team, here we go. It's literally just cleared. Oh well, we got some stuff. We didn't get nearly as much as I perhaps would have liked, which is fine. So, the road to Zvir, and by road I mean rail. So, yeah, that was not super worth it. It was about 45 minutes, the gas cloud to clear. So if you're ever wondering, again, at some point about gas clouds, about 45 minutes. Certainly for that one. Yeah. So long. We're going to follow the train tracks, and we're going to head back to Zvir. We're going to pick up Yolanda, and we're going to hopefully head back down the coast. So yeah, so I'll call you in again. You know, the usual deal. Something magical or tragical happens, and yeah. Kia ora, team. Well, here we are, back at Yolanda. She has been plundered a little bit. I'm there. My boxes are still here, someone took them all out, had them all spread around, but they didn't bother to actually go and try and find where I had buried everything, which is great. So I think everything is still there. Well, maybe not everything, but some stuff is still there. Anyway, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get out of here, and we're gonna go up into the hills somewhere, and we'll probably have a little stock take, and we'll see just what exactly, if anything, anybody has taken, and then we'll have a little think about where we are and what we're doing. So yeah, that's it. I mean, you know, from being killed at Zelenogorsk to going back down through Zelenogorsk, and then coming all the way back up here and finding Yolanda, that's not that bad, right? I mean, you know, I've overshot this turning, obviously, but oh, these gears. Yeah, so we didn't do too bad, you know. At least I don't think we did too bad. I mean, I think we did okay. So we're not going to hang around Zvir. I've seen an old tent in the woods with some rotten food and things in it. There's an old base up here. You know, it's there's wolves. there's too much happening here for me right now in Zvir. So I think what we'll do is we will just follow the road. I think this is the road up into the hills. Oh, lag. And we'll get somewhere safe and out of the way. I didn't check how much food was left, but honestly, probably not a great concern. I was on my way and bagged a deer. So yeah, so I do have some more red meat. So yeah, so look, I'll carry on and I'll find a safe place and we'll come back and talk again. Okay, so we're a little bit up out of the way. Range just set in. So we found a little shack, little hunting shack, stay out of the way. Yeah, so I had a look at Yolanda. Obviously we had some weapons and some ammunition and some bits and pieces. They're all gone. So the bison's gone. You know, I think we had a Savannah or something that's gone. We had the KA is gone. You know, so all of that, obviously, all of that stuff is gone. The food was rotten anyway, so I've ditched that. And then the rest of it is, you know, odds and sods. It is some, you know, some tools. It is some rope. It is some of the things that I need for the next stage of this journey, but would be of no use to anybody else. So we're back to square one with the weaponry. So regarding the weaponry, we've only got this Savannah, this SK. Sorry, I've figured out how to make the optics work. You actually have to zoom first to then change the optics. We've got a submachine gun. They did leave the no, they didn't. I have in my water pot, I have my 22, but it doesn't have a cartridge, the Mark II. So until I can find a cartridge for the Mark II, don't have anything really. Sledgy, yes, sledgy. So I've back to, I was using a baseball bat, got rid of the baseball bat. That's fine. Can opener, etc. Some matches. I made up a blood bag. I got my map. And I've got this deer that I recently killed, plus my fish. So, what I will be doing is, can I take that out and equip it in my holster? I absolutely can. What I will be doing is I will be making a little fire, and I will be cooking this meat, and I will be keeping some of it and storing some of it, and then we will be back on the road again. So the question is, where will we be back on the road again? That is undoubtedly the question. Let's have a quick look. So we have just come from Zvir. There we are. We're now on the blue road. So we're traveling down this side. We will go just there. You can see on the left we have a couple of houses. I think that the blue trail goes off down the down through the woods. We're on the yellow road on the left. We loop around and then come into those houses. So we'll have a little nosy around there, see if there's any signs of life. I then think that there is a road that loops across there, and while the blue line carries on through the hills, the road loops down near the river, splits, and comes back up to this Nobunyanuk, which I don't know what Nobunyanuk is. Oh look, there's a little pond there with a little grey building next to it. Anyway, Nobunyanuk or whatever that is. And then it kind of loops down, and there's right up at the very end there, you'll see there's another bigger square grey block. I think that's another building likely to be worth investigating. And then it goes down, and then it's at Kamenka, and we've got the petrol station and things there. And I think there's a roadblock down there as well. Possibly some military tents. And we will do as promised. Hopefully, if we've got any Mad Monk, we will go and sit and have a beer and have a fish and talk about what's next, because still thinking about what next, and what that looks like, and that's my next job. So that's what we're going to do. I hope you're in for that. Looks like the rain is mostly stopping. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little fire, sharpen a stick, cook this meat, stick it all in Yolanda, and get the heck out of here, right? So I'll see you all again soon. Cura team. I'm at one of those little stops I told you about. Let's see if I can pull it up on my map. So I am, I think, yeah, there we are. So I am here, just off the blue line at the end of this little bit of road. Before we take off and cross the river and head up the other side. And here is a usable car. It's it needs a bit of work, for sure. But it's got a usable engine. It's got, you know, a couple of doors. It's got bits and pieces. I say that because it also had headlight bulbs, which is convenient because they took my headlight bulbs from Yolanda, and I was just I was about to start driving through the night, and I was like, wait a minute, what's happening? I can't see. So yeah, so that's very convenient. So anyway, there's nothing there except that car, but that's good to know. If we ever want to, you know, decide that we want to get another car, like an Ada, for some reason, we can do that. But for right now, I'm still back on the road, and yeah, and I'm gonna head on to the next stop during the night. I think if I can get this to fit, there we go. Driving at night, drive up through the hills at night, eh? Scare the wildlife. Scare myself, probably. Anyway, thought I'd bring you in for that. Car, there's a car down there. Curious team. Thought I'd pull you in. This is a bit of a puzzling one. So it took a bit of finding, but I found this little road, and I started driving up this road, and I've run across some military infected, which is a bit weird. Anyway, I've reversed out, and I'm now parked a little bit down the ways, contemplating what to do, because it is nighttime. They are military infected, and I can't see diddly squat. There's no moon out tonight, it's just all stars. They are running around up there. They are a bit aggro. I really have no visibility. So I'm having to think about this one, because why are there military infected up here? Curiouser and curiouser, says Alice. Obviously I don't want to die. So the moon is coming up. It might rise a little bit further and be my friend, and then I might be able to go up there and see what the deuce is going on. Yeah, and if I find anything magical or tragical, I'll let you know. Well, Cura team, that was all done at night, so not really an awful lot for you to see, which is interesting because it's like a little military area. It's got some vehicles and things. I picked up a much better bag at last, so I picked up a really big bag. I also picked up an LAR, which is not in great condition and doesn't have a magazine, etc. But oh lag. Oi oi oi, Savaloy! Let's not have any of that. Yeah, pardon the intrusion. So yeah, it's quite interesting. And I meant to bring this up some time ago and I didn't. And I know that you know, there's the I Survive maps, and I've used them myself. And I sometimes use them for reference as well, like names and things, because while I have said and continue to say that the idea of this whole channel is based on playing PS games as they appear to PS users without necessarily having access to all of the PC accoutrements that go along with PCs, such as, you know, I Survive maps and you know, third-party tools and all that kind of stuff. So while that is generally the case, I would want to point out two things. One is that area that I've just been to isn't actually really mentioned in a lot of great detail on the map. So the point that I have is that I picked up some good gear, and there were an awful lot of military infected there as well, about 8 or so. So you know, that was something that I wasn't expecting to find, and I did. And the other thing is, so Yolanda the Olga, where I picked Yolanda the Olga up. Now, I don't believe that she was somebody else's project and that we picked her up and did her up and finished the job for them, because she didn't have nearly enough wheels. Well, she had no wheels, if you recall. So I reckon that Yolanda the Olga spawned in. I mean, I might be right, I might be wrong. It might be that someone drove her there and then she got stripped for parts. which seems a bit weird, but where I found her is not a spawn location on iSurvive. So, I don't know, take from that what you will. Yeah, so just maybe be aware of that with some of these tools, you know, and things. Is they're not. Oh, this lag is killing me. Look at this. Oh, easy. Now then, let's not be breaking anything. Blimey. Yeah, just be aware of that with some of these tools. There may be more than meets the eye. So yeah, just wanted to fill you in with that one. And this is, I think, a little farmhouse that we're coming up to. Hopefully not too occupied, because it's going to be a bit. Well, there's a few infected. I was hoping to run him over, but wow, there's more than a few actually. So, okay. Blimey, O'Reilly. Tell you, life of an adventurer, eh? Right. I don't think there's anything strange, startling, or exciting happening here. That said, it's a good place for me to call it a day, because it is getting late in the real world, and there you go. Yeah, let's see what's around here. I don't think there's going to be anybody up here. I mean, certainly not at the minute. Glow stick. Hey, I was looking for one of those. Not a lot of it, to be fair, but never mind. Here we are, out in the backwoods. Yeah, outside. Should probably check some of those infected that I ran over. Can I take that and add it to that and get a little camp stove? Guess I can't. Thought I should though. That and that. Yeah, there you go. And then that's a cooking pot, and I would have like a little cooking pot stove that I could cook things on. Oh, I've never had one of those before. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. I meant to put the whole thing in my inventory, because, you know, that'd be interesting. Oh! Man. I tell you. Time for a break, and no mistake. Huh? Nothing here. Well. There you go. We have nearly made it. We should be, if I am correct, we should be here. This little house at the end of this road, up in the middle of the hills above Kamenka. So the next leg of our journey, pardon me, takes us down to Kamenka. We'll fuel up at the petrol station. Well, not all the way to the township. Well, eventually we will go to the township of Kamenka. But what we'll do is we'll fuel up at the fuel station. We'll take a stroll up to the roadblock, and we'll visit the military personnel there, and then we will have a think about a couple of things, not least of which might be this island with the castle on it. And then look, that's Bolota, and then you're into Chernogorsk, are you? And Electro, and more islands. Of Solnichi, I think. Solnichny, Berezino, and Svetloyarsk. Yeah. Anyway, there we go. That's where we are. That's where we're going to spend the night. That's where we're going to call it break. And when we come back, we're going to do a little bit more. Sounds like fun, huh? Ta-ta for now.